Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Giglio, principal of Homestead High School, and here with our first weekly Friday video message of December, getting close to the end of the first semester here. And so getting close to the end of these. So going to go through, we actually also got just one or two responses. So again, people are slowing down, maybe they're tired. But we got a couple things out here and some other information I thought I would share with you. But we do have a shout out and a recognition. And this one came actually through the tutorial surveys that I put out there. But this one was a note in there saying, I'd like to give a big shout out to all the wonderful efforts put in by the entire FUHSD and Homestead High community to get the school back in pre-pandemic form. My senior student is also back in its form with respect to his grades and overall performance. And last academic year had been tough on everyone and students were struggling to adjust. So you're welcome. And yeah, we would agree that there's been a lot of great work that has been done. It hasn't all been perfect, but again, a lot of great work to get things back to as close to normal as possible. And we're seeing a return to normalcy every day. So that's great. So thank you for that recognition. Going into our questions and concerns, I think this all kind of ties in together, but we did have an advisory this morning on self-efficacy. It was put together by our mental health team in the district. And it's a mental health advisory. And so I'm going to share that link with you to the material so you can look it over and talk it over with your students as well. But that ties into the question or concern that kind of came up, which was the concern about advisories happening and taking over tutorial periods. And so basically the concern said, this advisories interfere with my student learning and preparation for finals, especially this one coming so close to the end of finals. We did basically, when we organized these, spread out to have one every month. And so that was sort of how we came up with the schedule. We did realize that we were scheduling some of them. We did do one where there was only one open tutorial. There was a rally one day and then the advisory and open tutorial. We realized that was too much. And so we did sort of have a date. We did have a date change which moved this current one. It was going to be happening next week, when we did have a rally. So we moved it to this week when we don't have a rally, although some people are saying this is still too close to final, so why are you doing it? But again, we do try to let folks know that we do publish the dates in Schoology. We do ask teachers to publicize those dates. Clearly, that message isn't getting through enough, so we need to do something a little bit better to make sure people are understanding when they're coming. So we will try to make that better second semester, I promise. Also want to remind you that going to tutorial isn't the only time that you can have access to your teachers. Please check in with them to see when they might have an open period, and if it's no same open period as you, or maybe they might be before school or after school, or even during lunch. Again, they don't have to meet with you at those times, but sometimes they do. And also those enrichment periods are coming up that happen during the week of finals. So please talk to your teachers and see how they are intending to use those. So that would be a great way to get some extra help as well too. And again, tied into all of this was the fact that we got the results from our tutorial survey. So we did survey staff, students, and parents. And so we had 420 students respond. So thank you very much. They came in at the top there with the most respondents. We had 118 parents, so a little slow start there, but we got a bunch right at the end. And we did have 99 staff members. Now, 99 sounds low, but that's almost our entire staff right there. So staff, teachers, and classified. So that was great. Overall, though, when we looked at and laid out all the results together, they were very similar. So that really made it sort of easy for us just to begin making some adjustments and some fine tuning to our tutorial policy for second semester. After we get that written and approved by our department lead members, we are going to send that policy out to parents and students as well. We'll talk about it to the students at first semester, let them know what's going on. I'd say the big change that you would aware of that was approved by everybody was trying to find some ways to add in self-care or mental wellness to tutorial. Again, not that we want to totally get rid of all the academic things in there, but there might be some opportunities for us to help train students to how to kind of self-regulate, how to be mindful, how to maybe take care of a little bit of stress so that they can be more prepared for the rest of the day. And so there's some things that we'll be using some strategies and some tools for that during tutorial. We also, one of the things that came up was that students wanted to, and teachers wanted us to use some alternative locations. And in those alternative locations, we thought there's going to be some great opportunities for us to run some workshops or get some guest speakers that can come in and talk to students. And so there'll be a sign up for those, and there'll be there'll be a schedule coming out. So please keep a listen to that second semester. But that's going to be organized by our best department. Our best department is the department that our deans and mental health team are in. And BEST stands for a behavior, emotional, student support, or social support team. I messed that up. Behavioral, emotional, social support team, the BEST department, and also our school site council would like to take part in that and help us organize some of those motivational speakers or workshops. So that's going to be an exciting project that we're working at second semester. So we'll give you more details on that as it comes along. And that brings us to our important dates because we're getting down to the end of it. So again, as I mentioned, today was our advisory on self-efficacy, and that was a date change. So I just want people to know that we moved it up from the week before, because next week we have Winter Wonderland Spirit Week happening. All sorts of fun things happening, like pajama day and, dress like a twin day and all that kind of stuff. So that's going on. And that culminates on the 10th at our Winter Wonderland Rally. So that's always a lot of fun way to get the year ended and begin finals. There are also, as we've been talking about, a whole bunch of different band and orchestra and choir concerts that are happening. We got one coming up on the 8th, the orchestra one, and the band one coming up on the 9th. That brings us to finals, which are the week of the 13th through the 16th. One of the things I want to pay a special note to is that this has just been added in there. On the 16th, which is that Thursday, the last day of the finals week, last day of the semester, there's going to be a holiday food service. I'll flip to this flyer that's going to be put out there, but sort of like what the cafeteria services groups were doing last year, they're going to be providing a drive-through meal pickup for any interested FUHSD students. Meals are distributed on that Thursday, December 16th, and there'll be 14 days worth of breakfast and lunch provided for the students, which is what we sort of did in the summer and during remote learning. And again, for Homestead High School, you can see there, it's going to be in our student parking lot. So you drive through, you do need to show your ID, your student ID, so that we know you are a FUHSD student. You can go to any of these schools, though. You do not have to be a Homestead student to be at the Homestead lot. So if you, for whatever reason, live closer to Fremont High School and you want to go there, go to their drop-off circle. If you want to go to Cupertino High School because you're over in that area, go to their drop-off circle as well too. But the times are the same, the date is the same. It's 11:30 to 12:30. Again, either parents or students can pick it up, but please be prepared to show that student ID so that we can make sure it is truly going to our students. And the meals will be available until supplies last and until we run out, kind of thing. And we hope everyone gets a chance to to take advantage of that. So that's the student free holiday meal pickup on the 16th. And then again, also that night is the winter formal, which is right now all sold out. So if you're trying to get tickets, it's too late, I'm sorry, but that all got sold out. And then that starts our winter break, and we go into the holidays, and we come back out and go back to school on January 3rd. So that is our important dates for the time. As I said, it was a short one today. We'll probably have at least one more or maybe two more of these before the end of the semester. But thank you for listening. If you have any quick comments or suggestions or shout outs, please fill out that survey. We look forward to getting your responses. All right, take care and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.